And we are underway tonight in Denver as the first pitch is looked at for ball one. Now, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Trying to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
The count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And the Giants are in business here on the leadoff double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Stepping in now, Borges Hernandez. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And a good throw from Gonzalez, but he's in safely at third. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
One guy I'm a little worried about is Brandon Crawford. Looking at the last game, it was 0 for 3, but it was the way he went about that 0 for 3. He didn't look very aggressive, and actually, he looked kind of lost to me. I'm wanting to see a different player in that batter's box today.
Settling in now, Austin Jackson. Man at third, and a very early opportunity for him to drive in a run. From the stretch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Senzatella has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hara to make the catch. Tagging is the runner from third. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Into the box, Josh Rutledge. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one just missed outside.
Ohayou gozaimasu.
Wind up and the 1-0 pitch. Blowing away as he misses again. 2-0.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Roll, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that a strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
To 2-2 now.
おー、素晴らしい。極悪なボスですか。
2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Giants out in front here, 1-0. Jeff Samardzija, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Jeff Samardzija, the pride and joy of Valparaiso High School, Valparaiso, Indiana. Also, a pretty good wide receiver for the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Big, strong guy. A lot of people think he takes that football mentality out on the mound. 94-96, good sink, good late run, good hard breaking ball, and his split finger has gotten a lot better. If Jeff Samardzija is on, you'll know early he'll be inducing a lot of ground balls.
Supplies are limited, so make sure to get out to Coors Field next Saturday night. For tickets, visit any Rockies ticket booth here at Coors Field.
あー、すんません。ポンポン玉を投げてきて、さらにそれが着弾するとあたりが火の火になる。あ、マイケルさん、こんにちは。よいしょ。
Here comes the first pitch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2.
火炎瓶みたいなもんすか。
Push to the right side. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
うわ、惜
Hey,
しい。
sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
In is Gerardo Parra. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
あー、お疲れ様です。サトシさん、今日学校でしたっけ？あ、サトシさんじゃない、マイケルさん、学校でしたっ
Ready
け？
to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. His past meetings with Samardzija, he's picked up 14 hits in 33 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. LeMahieu on at first, nobody out. Popped him up. There to take it is Rutledge for the first down. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, as usual, opposing pitchers have to be very careful when dealing with Carlos Gonzalez. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Now in the box, Charlie Blackmon. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
もうでもぼちぼち春休みちゃいますの。今日までですかね。
He's set and the pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Here comes the 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Now this is the kind
明
of
日から
count
休
this
み
guy
ですか。
feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Takes a high fastball for a strike.
宿題とかは結構あるんですか？
The 2-1 home. There goes the runner. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
なんとないです。素晴らしいじゃないですか。なんもなかったらめっちゃ楽ですね。
Samardzija sets. 2-2 on its way. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger and
も
there
うあ
are
れ
2
ですか
away.
ね。
You know what was
自主
really
学習み
impressive
たい
to
な
me
感
about
じで
that
すかね。
strikeout? He fell
勉強
behind
したい
2-0
人
to
だけ
start
勉
the
強してくれみたいな。
That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
あ、そうなんですね。あ、でも、勉強好きな人やったら多分、 何かしら勉強すると思うんで
Here's
す
the
けどね。
first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
なかなかそういう人は少ないですけどね。
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 out with the man at first. Here's Arenado with a drive. Well hit to left and deep. Into the bleachers and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 36 on the year for him. And the Rockies have now taken a 2-1 lead.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez. Enough is enough.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. His past meetings with Samardzija, he's got 8 hits in 33 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1-1. He's in there for the second strike.
He might
いや、で
want
も
that
春
pitch
休
back
みは
up and
短
away.
いですから
That's a
ね。
pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
夏休みはめちゃくちゃあるんですけど。
High pop-up. Samardzija is calling for it, and that's the 3rd out. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's Joe Panik as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. High in the air out to center field. Blackman is under it. He's got it 1 away.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. One ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman. Missed with a slider.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate. Now the 2-1.
Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
It's really important to be a second baseman and have some athletic ability. And how about this right here? He goes up high to snag this line drive that was definitely headed to the outfield for a base hit.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Story is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. Our score remains 2-1. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. He went deep in the contest last night. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Samardzija, who carries around the nickname Shark. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run here off the bat of Trevor Story, number 22 on the year, and it's given the Rockies a 3-1 lead. またもや一発を打たれましたね。
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Batting 7, third baseman, Ryan.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. No outs, nobody on. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And he won't go after the cut fastball 2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. And let's take a look at first baseman Brandon Belt, nicknamed Baby Giraffe for obvious reasons. This guy has got big-time pop, short swing to the baseball. Also, very sure-handed defender. One of the best in the game at picking balls over at first and manipulating that bag for his infield.
That'll bring up Tony Walters. His past meetings with Samardzija, pretty average results, 4 for 15. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted an inside with good hard stuff.
2-0 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Soft liner toward first. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Into the box now, Antonio Senzatella. And they elect to have the pitcher bunt with one gone as he puts this one down. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Rockies strike for one, and it comes on this solo home run. We've played two. It's now 3-1 Colorado. So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hard hit ball to second. LeMahieu's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with one gone now, we get a look at where these guys sit in the current division standings, and you can see them staring up at a 5-game deficit entering play today. Next to bat for the Giants, Jeff Samardzija, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Soft liner to the right side, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, you're talking about a cardinal sin for any pitcher to give an opposing pitcher to give up a base hit, D-Row, on an 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, that's got to be so frustrating, the way this guy's been executing. But you know what? Tip your hat to the pitcher. Stuck his nose in there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and found a way to get himself a knock.
In now, Hector Sanchez. Hit swung on and missed the throw.
これは無理でしょう。
Is there, and he's
ピッ
out
チャーが
trying
盗
to
塁
take
ってま
second.
た。
Well, in my opinion, this one all came down to the catcher's footwork on that throw. That was just perfect. You have to use your feet to get your body into a good throwing position for an accurate throw. He did it just right, and he nabs another base runner.
Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike two. And a neck-high fastball that time.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Hit hard to the right side, but foul. The 1-2. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Nothing doing there for San Francisco, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Popped up.
Yeah.
In there, a base hit. Already 2 hits in the ball game as he's on base here in the home third. And as we give you a look at the Rockies leaderboard, you can see his total there, currently second best on the ball club. So coming to the plate, Gerardo Parra, 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. He's set. Here it comes. Runners off for second. Hit hard on the ground to second. And there's one down now.
The center fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, the next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
The 1-0 home is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Softly hit here to the left side. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 28, third baseman, Nolan.
Here's Nolan Arenado. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path.
これはやっちゃいましたね。ボークですね。
Walk is going to be called here. He didn't wait till he got set, and that may make things a little easier for them to score that run. He moves up to third now with 2 away. Hit well on the ground to first. Fielded cleanly by Belt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Rockies strand 1, and it's still 3-1. Into the box now, Gorkys Hernandez, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Here's the 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle. Story throws it in. And the throw is wide as he pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch if there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out. It just wasn't meant to be.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He hit a sac fly earlier. The 1-0 home. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down.
ヘッドコ審判のく
And
せに。
forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here
ど
on the
っか
wild
審判によ
pitch.
ったら
Well, the
見
graphic
逃して
here
くれる
isn't
人
going to
もおるん
promptly
ですけ
show
ど、
just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close,
この
and
審
I
判
think it
は
made the
逃
decision
さ
to
な
move
かっ
up
た
a
です
base
ね。
pretty easy to make.
Outside, 3-0 now.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Now the 3-0 offering is offered at and missed for the first strike.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Hernandez leads off second with nobody out. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Blackman's after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Up next for the Giants, third baseman, Josh Rutledge.
Standing in, Josh Rutledge. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. One run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And 2. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Here's Joe Panic. And a ball 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Hard hit ball to second.
捉えてるけど真正面。
In time, and that ends the inning. We'll see the man they call Cargo, Carlos Gonzalez, will lead it off when we return. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Rockies are out in front, 3-1. Here's Cargo, Carlos Gonzalez.
Leading off for the Rockies, right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez.
First pitch on its way. Drilled down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a fastball just a bit high. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a drive to right. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
長打力ありますね、このチーム。
A solo shot here for Carlos Gonzalez. Home run number 9 on the year, as the Rockies have staked themselves to a 4-1 lead.
実質ファールや。微妙なんですけどね、内側入ってるんですよ、これ。なかなかもうあれですね、一発構成ですね。完全にこれピッチャー増えてますよね。先発が混じってるわけでもなく、完全に中継ぎばっかですけど、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、10人もピッチャー入ってますね。珍しいですね、10人なんて。
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. But that'll be off the wall in right center. Around second. He's on his way to third. And they're right back in business again. He's in with a triple.
In most parts of the league, that would be a round tripper. I mean, he hits this thing probably more than 400 feet, but he'll have to be content with a triple. Has to feel good about the way he hit it, though.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Another 0-2 home. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Story, the runner at third with no outs. Ball hit on the ground here for the first baseman, Belt. And they'll only be able to get the out at first here as the run is in to score from third.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Digging in, Tony Walters. He singled his last time up. Samardzija has his target. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball one.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
One ball, one strike to count. The 1-1 home. Is a slider taken for a ball.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
This one for Crawford is short. Reined in. And that's the second out.
The pitcher, number 49, Antonio Senzatella.
Stepping into the box, Antonio Senzatella. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded to first. Belt has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We played 4 full. Colorado's out in front, 5-1. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Brandon Belt getting ready to lead things off here. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. I'll tell you, these guys seem well aware that this is a must-win situation for both of them. They know they're not going to have the luxury of falling back on a wild card berth.
You know, D-Roy, you get late into the season like this, and you really have to keep your concentration not only on the mound, but in the batter's box. You're starting to get a little bit tired, and you see the schedule starting to come to an end.
Yeah, Dan, I'm with you. It becomes mental right now. Physically, everybody's hurting a little bit. You can grind it out when you know you have a chance at the postseason. Mentally, you got to stay focused.
First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball in for a strike.
繰り返ししかないですね。4点ね。
The wind up and the 0-1. Way in front of that fastball.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
The wind up and the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
For my money, there's nothing better than a 3-pitch see you later. Well, look here. He gets him on his heels with strike 1, up against the ropes with strike 2, and then he KOs him on pitch number 3. Love it.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's 0-1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Outside, 2-1. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. It's 3 balls and a strike to the Giants left fielder.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
High pop-up. McMahon calls for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Giants down in order. They're down 5-1. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, DJ LeMahieu. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Now here's the pitch. Down the left field line and deep.
振り方がめっちゃ力強いですね。
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Here now the 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And that's the first out.
Not an easy play when you have
missed down and in for a ball. 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Good late break to the slider. 87 on the gun there. It's 1-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Hit out towards second. And there's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
In now for Colorado, Charlie Blackmon, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now the pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. Swinging a soft liner.
よっしゃー、3人で終了。
Plenty of time, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Rockies lead it 5-1.
変えた方がいいっすね。このまま引っ張ってもあれやから。誰にしましょうかね。ハンターさん一回来
Hunter
ます。
Pence will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the sixth.
Number 8, Hunter Pence.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The numbers on the year, 272, 11 home runs, and 41 RBIs.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
ペンス。うまいことこう誘ってくるんですよね。
That misses
スライ
1 and
ド、
2.
カーブ、チェンジ。それもホームラン、すごいホームランですね。
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
2-2.
Is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go.
こ
Hector
こで
Sanchez.
新し
He
い
doubled
キャッチ
earlier
ャ
in
ー
the
さんです
game, 1 for 2 to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
3
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
The 1-2. Lying to the right side. And that'll
こ
get
れはい
down
い
for a
感
base
じ
hit.
で。連打ですね。
The right fielder, number 7, Gorky Hernandez.
Now at the plate, Gorky Hernandez. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
ソロ満塁
And that
ホ
one
ームラン。
stayed up a little high.
うわぁ、一塁ランナー足めっちゃ遅いですね。
The 1-0. It's the outside corner, strike 1.
キャッチャーさんですよね。
The 1-1. High in the air into
China.
shallow left center. Para is after it. 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Austin Jackson.
stepping up to the plate, Austin Jackson. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with the lefty and the right-hander up to throw. Now the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Jackson, a native Texan. He was an 8th round selection back in 2005.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Fouled away. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Hence, at second, Sanchez is over at first with 1 away.
Wow, また微妙なとこですね。見逃してもなんか入ってそうな。
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Josh Rutledge, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
なかなかあと1本が出ないですね。
Digging in to try it again. Josh Rutledge. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. And that's a call strike to left. So that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
外れてるはずなんですけど。
We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. The next 0-2. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. The runner from second scores as they inch a bit closer.
Hey, not a bad job of hitting right there, Dero. That wasn't the greatest of 2-strike breaking balls, but you have to give this hitter credit for staying back and getting the barrel of this one.
Yeah, he did him a favor, though, Dan. You know what? With 2 strikes on you, you're battling. You're trying to protect all 4 quadrants. You don't know what weapons are coming at you. And his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball pop out of that pitcher's hand.
Ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher.
そして
He's
満
trying to
塁
get
ホー
back
ム
in
ラ
the strike zone.
ン打
And
ち
with
たい
two
です
guys
ね。
on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Too tight with that one.
外れてます
3-0.
ね。
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
Sent on the ground.
真
The
っ
second.
正面。
Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Giants will have to be content with just the 1. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Rockies are out in front, 5-2. Corey Guerin enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 26, Corey Guerin.
Nolan Arenado will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. First delivery to him on the way. Changeup in for a strike. Here it comes on 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Guerin, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a 4th-round selection back in the draft of 2007.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Bouncer up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
You don't see that too often. You're starting to get in swing mode and you start fouling off multiple pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag if he'll throw it. Nice job by the offensive player to get himself a base hit.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Carlos Gonzalez. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Here's the first pitch to him. Runner goes for second.
Wow.
This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get to third.
Trevor Story will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. As we flash you back to take another look at a solo home run that helped get this offense rolling.
オープン戦やってますよね、今ね。
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1.
2
He's ready. Now the pitch. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another? There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders. And this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Stepping in, Ryan McMahon. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Rutledge shading to his right. 2 down.
The catcher, number 14, Tony Walters.
That'll bring up Tony Walters. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Arenado on second. Gonzalez on at first with 2 down.
花粉症でやられてますね。
This one's down to third. Rutledge gets to it. On to first, and the Rockies fail to cash in as that ends the inning. 2 left for Colorado, and it remains 5-2.
コロラド阪神タイガース。
Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here.
お、変えてくれますね、これは。
Mike Dunn will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Ian Desmond is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 20, Ian Desmond.
First pitch on its way. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Wow, スキンヘッドの人ですね。
The 0-1. Way in front of a great slider that time.
逃げていくスライダーが打ちにくいんですよね。
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. In terms of the lifetime head-to-head with Mike Dunn, he's seen him well, 6 for 11. He's taken him deep once.
ちょっと変えましょうか。 と、うん。
Kelby Tomlinson will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Line toward right center. And gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. Third at bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his two previous trips. Andrew McCutcheon will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 22, Andrew McCutcheon.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. They'll start things here at 316. 33 home runs and an even 80 RBIs. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Popped him up. Walters over to his left. 2 gone.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Evan Longoria will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Hard on the ground towards short. And this is going to be a base hit for Longoria.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dero, this pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
Agustin Cortez will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. So striding forward now, Hector Sanchez. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First pitch of the at-bat. From the belt, kicks and deals. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. The 1-2.
おーっ
And the
と。
pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. From the belt, the pitch, and he's down on strikes. So they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. Giants leave a couple. They trail 5-2. Kelby Tomlinson will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 37.
Andrew McCutcheon will stay in the ball game now and take over in left field.
Number 22, Andrew McCutcheon.
Mark Melanson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Digging in now, Ian Desmond. His career numbers against Melanson. He's only 1 for 10. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. First delivery to him on the way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Melanson stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was a 9th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he rips it on the ground to second. Panic is there, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Left fielder number 8, Gerardo Parra.
Digging in once again, Gerardo Parra. He was a ground out victim last time up. First offering on its way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Popped high in the air. Melanson waits on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're still out in front, 5-2. Brian Shaw has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Brian Shaw.
digging in, Gorky Hernandez. His numbers against Brian Shaw, he's hitless in 3 at-bats.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Rockies on top here at Coors Field as you get a look at our line score through the first 7 innings. At the plate, Austin Jackson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
変えましょうか。
Jarrett Parker will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Jarrett Parker.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer, needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
The 1-0 home. The 1-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game
open.
Into the box, Josh Rutledge. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. His numbers against Brian Shaw, he's 1 for 3. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
0-2.
Now a fastball is foul tip, but held onto behind the plate, and he becomes a strikeout victim as there are 2 away now.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Miguel Gomez will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Parker leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. High and deep to right. Gonzalez looks up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. And good for him. Miguel Gomez has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least 1.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
第1号ホームランですか。
Now batting, the first baseman,
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
どうしようかな。誰かいましたっけ？まあこのまま行きましょうか。
And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ripped down the first base line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
2 out, nobody on. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Bye-bye, baby. The Giants strike for a pair as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Rockies 5 and the Giants 4. Jarrett Parker will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 6.
Miguel Gomez will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. Here's Charlie Blackmon now, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expected him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Tomlinson gloves it, and there's 1 away.
The batter, number 28, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First delivery to him on the way. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. Nolan Arenado touches them all. His second of the game, and it's now 6-4.
The right fielder, number 5, Arlo Gonzalez.
いやー、また打たれましたね。
Here's Cargo, Carlos Gonzalez.
今日はなんかやったらホームラン打たれますね。
Against Melanson. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. Hit back up the middle. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor Story.
Ready once again, Trevor Story. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch on its way.
今の1点は痛いですね。
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Taken high and deep to
これも
right.
やばい。
Hernandez.
持っていかれたんちゃいます。
Still
わお、
raging
また
back.
入った。
Gone into the
どんだけ打つん
bullpen
です
for
か。
a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, and it's now 7-4. David Dahl will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 26, David Dahl.
And that's taken high and outside for ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 3 homers and 11 RBIs. And that swung on and missed on a pitch down 1-1. And he gets a hold of this one again to deep right field. Hernandez ranging back at the track wall. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo home run there for David Dahl. 4th home run for him on the season, and they double him up. It's 8-4. Guys, you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this is what Coors Field is all about, right? You come here to see runs, and that's what you saw today.
I just like this lineup. They didn't worry. They were going to hit homers regardless, but there's so much green grass out here playing in Denver. You stay on the approach that you're going to stay in the big part of the field. Next thing you know, you're back spinning stuff out of the yard.
Now pitching for San Francisco.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. That'll bring up Tony Walters. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
6点はホームランちゃいましたっけ、これ。
thus far. one pitch on its way. A tough sinker on
こ
the
こまで
inside
打たれ
corner.
るのもなかなかないですね。
0-2, here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh,
振っ
look
た。
at the dive.
間に合わんか。
That was a
さすがに
phenomenal
無理。
stop, but it winds up a base hit, and the inning continues.
Hey, that's a heck of a job by the shortstop right there for him to range, at least get to that ball and show his pitcher with a diving stop. He's willing to get dirty all day long. Wasn't able to complete the play, but the effort was there.
Standing in now, Ian Desmond. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
The まさかのドーピングですか。
The 1-0. This one's down to third. Fielded by Rutledge. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Rockies 8 and the Giants 4. Adam Ottavino comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Adam Ottavino.
Striding in to start the ninth, Kelby Tomlinson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
So 4点差やからあれなんですね。
Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
このピッチャーなんか打ちにくいんですよね。
Hit the other way out toward right field. Gonzalez has a read on it. 1 down.
Up next for the Giants, left fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
Here's Andrew McCutcheon now. His head-to-head numbers against Adam Ottavino. He's just 1 for 6. From the stretch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Ottavino, a right-hander going 6'5". He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Yeah, Matty, I'm going to need a better approach out of the 8-hole hitter. He's hitting in the bottom of the order for a reason. He's got to be willing to work the count, grind it, get this pitch count up, and get on for the boys in front of him.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Buster Posey will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning.
Buster Posey.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Comes in with an average of 265, 6 home runs, and 29 driven in. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Giants catcher.
Don't know for sure, but I think he may have been taking there thinking his teammate on first was going to be on the move.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Stepping in now, Hector Sanchez, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Here's the 0-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. Last strike here for the Giants. Hit in the air down the right field line.
これは打ちましたな。1点は入るんちゃいます。入りましたね、1点。よし。結構あのキャッチャーさん打ちますね。
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Wade Davis comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Wade Davis.
ここで満塁ホームラン。もうどんどん打ちたいですね。
Into the box now, Borges Hernandez as he lays off a
フォアボール
fastball
でも何でもいいんで、ランナー出たい。
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
このでも1点はいいですよね。
Giant center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Oh, that hit him.
わ
Let's
ー、
hope
止め
he's
ら
okay.
れた。
Throw to first here will be in time for the final out, and the Rockies have taken the rubber match of this pregame set as this wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Final line to go for our ball game tonight for the Victorian Rockies. 8 runs on 13 hits. Rollers, they left 5 men on base. For the Giants, 5 runs on 11 hits. Rollers, They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 37 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game RTD trains from the C line to Mineral and the E line to Lincoln are available down the street at Bus service is available outside HB on the corner of 22nd and Lake Street.
まあでもほんまにホームラン打たれまくりましたね、今日は。相手さんも気持ちよく打ってましたもんね。このポール際のホームランもあったし。こう先発もなかなか打てんかったっすからね。まあでもゴメスさんがね、ツーラン打ったから、八百長が過ぎますな。連続にホームランですからね。3者連続ホームラン。これもね、当たってたんですけど、弾いたとこが正面でしたね。では、終わります。